The Arctic, I don't know where the Arctic fascination came from. I think it is in some of that symbolic connection between the sense of a haunting. I think, one thing that if a person feels haunted, you feel isolated, and there's some connection there between this sort of Arctic romance and feelings of isolation. That's why that story of Shackleton is in the play. That famous story where he and his fellow sailors were hallucinating a person with them. There is something very haunting about that environment, that landscape, and that art. I've also just always felt drawn to that period in American history. I joke around with my wife that must have been a previous life or something, sort of mid to late 19th century New York, probably. And I've written a previous play. This is another element of serendipity, and I hope this isn't too Baroque or ornate, but I'd written a previous play about the Fox sisters, who are the founders of modern spiritualism, sort of the table rapping and seances and that sort of thing. And while working on that play, I discovered that one of the Fox sisters had a secret marriage with the most famous Arctic explorer of his day, Elisha Kane, from Philadelphia. And that was fascinating because I already knew all about Kane, and then to see that connection. And then the person who nominated this play for this award is a guy named Pier Carlo Talenti, who works for Center Theater Group, who is a direct descendant of Elisha Kane. So it's very strange things coming together, lots of strange patterns. So I know it's a hodgepodge of Anne Sexton and the Irish and Henry James. Once I discovered the joke in the play of the whole James family. The Dan character says, well, he likes William Henry. And he says the whole James family, which is another joke that only people who care about the James family will get, which is that he doesn't mention Alice, but she's just as important to me. But the three of them, in terms of that mingling of the supernatural with the psychological, I think is very powerful to me.